This is the Roulette Master, and I'm really excited about today's video because one of my subscribers, Lee, says he has a system that's better than Play Like a Pro, which a lot of you know I use a Play Like a Pro a lot in the casino. I can't wait to see if he's right, and we're going to have a head-to-head matchup between Play Like a Pro and Lee's new version of Play Like a Pro today, and each one will get 15 minutes of play time. I'll set the timer once we have the bets placed, and I can't wait to see which one makes the most money in 15 minutes. And we're going to start with regular Play Like a Pro first. We have 3 in a row that are red, so that means we're going to start with black once this is done spinning here, and then we'll set the timer for 15 minutes. And just so you guys know that if you haven't seen regular Play Like a Pro, we're looking for one of the 6 outside bets to have 2 to bet against. And if you have more than 2, that's even better. So like right now, we can go black and there's 4 reds there, so that's even better than having 2. And let's go ahead and get started. Here we go, and the timer is set for 15 minutes. And I still use this a lot in the casino, and let's see what we get here. That is a $10 win, so you can see we're $10 up. Now we see 2 odds. They're actually 3, so let's go even. Like I said, it's even better if you have more than 2 to bet against. And we're looking at those 6 outside bets, and we have to have at least 2 to bet against with regular Play Like a Pro. And that is a $10 win there. So now we're up 20. And we have 2 black numbers in a row now, so we can go red for 10. And man, I can't wait to see what Lee has in store for us today and see how it matches up, because I really love Play Like a Pro and I use it a lot. And let's go red for 20 now. So with regular Play Like a Pro, we're going to double the bet after losses. And here we go. That's a 33 black. So we'll stay on red, but we have a head start of 2. And now we have a $40 total bet. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 5 red. Okay, that's a $40 win. So when you win, you restart. We're up $30. And we'll bet on even because the last 2 were odd. And it just gives us a 2 head start in the progression. And that's a 27 red. That's a loss, so we'll double the bet to 20 on even. And here we go. And Lee's new system is going to have a different progression and different rules for bet placement. So make sure you stick around for that. That's going to be exciting to see if it does outperform Play Like a Pro today. And here is a 36 red. And that's a win. You can see why I like it. We're already up $40. Now we're going to switch to black for 10. And we have 4 to bet against, which is even better than 2. So here we go. That's a 4 black. And that's a win. So now we're up $50. We're 2 minutes, 7 seconds in. And we're going to bet on odd because the last 2 were even. And get that 2 head start in the progression. Here we go. That's a 36 red. That's a loss, so we will double to 20 on odd and spin again. And let's see what we get here. That is a 28 black. That's another loss, so we'll double to 40 and spin. Then we'll check our balance again here. And 11 black. That's a win. So now we have 2 black numbers in a row, so we're up 60. So we're going to bet on the opposite, which is red for 10. And here we go. That's a 32 red. And that's a $10 win. And let's see. Now we need, for the first time, we need to spin without betting because we don't have one of those 6 outside bets to bet against. So if you don't have 2 in a row of one of them, then spin without betting. Now we have 2 reds in a row, so we can start with black. And let's spin. All right, that's an 18 red. And we lost, so we'll double that to 20. And that's a 29 black. All right, so let's go ahead and spin without betting because we don't have 2 to bet against. Also, we're going to tell you a little bit about my day yesterday, my first day back from my trip to Tulsa. But now we have 2 odds. Let's go even for 10. And we're up 80. And let's spin. So the first day I got back from my trip yesterday, we actually had some guys trying to break into my golf ball range machine with some tools out at the driving range. So I'll tell you more about that in a bit. There's a win. Let's put $10 on black. So I had to call the police, and they came out and caught the guys. And I don't know why they were trying to pry open the driving range. Basically, it's something that dispenses golf balls at the driving range, because all that's in there are tokens, and then it's a credit card machine. So there's no cash in there to steal. And up $100 now. Let's go odd for 10. And let's spin. So that was interesting. And that's a 9 red. And we're up 110 now. Let's bet on 19 to 36 now, because the last two are 1 to 18. And while I was gone on the trip, somebody drove their car over the edge of at the driving range at the course where I'm at. First, I'll place this bet and let you know. But 19 to 36 for 20 at the driving range at the course where I'm at. There's just a little bit of a turn. Somebody drove a car right over the edge and ended up with their car on top of a rock. So lots of excitement while I was out of town. And there's a $40 bet now on 19 to 36. That's a 5 red. And that's a $40 bet. We lost there, so we go to 80. And let's spin. And actually, one of my friends, the Slotmaster316 on YouTube, was actually talking about it on his podcast last night. And let's see, it's 160, because he works with me, and we're at the same facility. Now we have a 160 total bet, and that's a 33 black. And we're up 120. Let's go red now for 10 and spin. Here we go. And that's a 9 red. Okay, so let's go even now, because the last two are odd. We're currently up $130. We're 6 minutes 34 seconds in. And that's a 13 black. And that's a loss, so we'll double the bet to 20 on even. And here we go. That's a 32 red. And let's see, let's go ahead and spin without betting now after that win, because we don't have two to bet against. The funny thing was, when the police came up with the guys that broke into our range machine, they got golf clubs out of their car and acted like they were playing golf. So you can see on that last one there, we did not bet because we needed two to bet against. So now we're on 1 to 18 for 10. We're currently up $140. We're 7 minutes 20 seconds in. And that's a 2 black. And we won. So let's bet red now for 10. And up 150. Here we go. That is an 18 red. And that's a win. So we will switch to odd. Now the last two, we could also do 19 to 36. Let's go odd though, because the last two are even. And let's spin. Here we go. That's a 20 black. Now we'll double that to 20. And I made a post about it this morning, but if you guys haven't been to the River Spirit in Tulsa, man, you should check it out. It's awesome. And had a lot of luck there playing roulette. And I even won a jackpot on a Crazy Rich Asian slot machine when I was done playing roulette one of the days. So it was just a great week. But if you haven't been to the River Spirit, man, check it out. I was blown away. And we have an $80 total bet now. And the first thing I noticed when I got to that resort was they had free valet. Of course, I tipped them anyway. But that's pretty cool to have free valet anytime you come and go. And we're up 170 now. Let's spin without betting. And here we go. We're 8 minutes 50 seconds in. But the pool area at the River Spirit is is the best I've seen in this part of the country. It was pretty amazing. So now we have 2 odds. Let's go even for 10. And here we go. So definitely check that out if you're anywhere near there. And that's a 29 black. Now we'll go even for 20. I'm already booking another trip back there. I enjoyed it so much. And there's a 00, so that's another loss. And I will tell you, when I play like a pro, when I hit a 0, I leave the bet the same. I don't double. So let's do that and stay on even. And because that's the way I play in the casino, because anytime you do bust, it always seems like there's a 0 involved. And it did cost us a little bit there because we did that, but that's okay. We're still up 160. Let's go ahead and spin without betting now. But I've always noticed every time I've busted in the past playing Play Like a Pro, it's always had almost always had a 0 involved. So that's one thing I do in the casino. And we're up 160. We're on 1 to 18 for 10 now. We're 10 minutes, 10 seconds in. And that's a 24 black. The other thing that saves you for is if the next bet is a 0 also. Now we'll go to 20 on 1 to 18. But if the next bet is a 0 also, I also don't increase. So look at that 0 right there as I'm talking about zeros. But now we'll do the same thing again. We'll stay at 20. We're not going to double. So that's just something that I've learned along the way is, and a lot of times it's the one, if it does go bad for you, the one that, and we're 150, you can see it dropped us back 10 because we did that. And let's spin without betting now. But it's worth it because I'm telling you, almost always when you do bust, there's a 0 in that sequence somewhere. And it can really save you. So let's go 19 to 36 now for 10. Again, we're up 150. We're 11 minutes, 10 seconds in out of 15. And looking forward to Lee's new Play Like a Pro, his own version that he says is better than the original. So I can't wait to see it. And here we go. We're up 160. We'll be on odd for 10. Here we go. And that's an 8 black. And we're going to 20 now on odd, doubling the bet. And again, the progression is going to be different with Lee's new system, and the rules are going to be a little bit different as well. So we'll go to 40 now on odd and spin. But I think that's a good learning lesson to not increase when you hit zeros. And that's a 25 red. We won. So we're up 170. You can always get it back later. And, who cares if you lose $10 if it saves you from busting. And we're 12 minutes, 10 seconds in now. That's a 24 black. All right. And the name of the game is staying alive. We're up 180. And as long as you can stay alive and you have bankroll and patience, you can come back a lot of the times if you're down. And we're up 190 right now. So let's go ahead and spin. I don't see 2 to bet against. We haven't had to do this much, but occasionally you do. And that's a 3 red. And we can go black or 19 to 36. Let's go 19 to 36 for 10. We're up 190. We're 12 minutes, 50 seconds in out of 15. That's a 15 black. And we'll go to 20 on 19 to 36. Here we go. That's an 18 red. So we'll double that to 40 on 19 to 36. Then we'll check our balance again. We're 13 minutes, 15 seconds in. That's a 17 black, and that's a loss. So we'll go to 80 and spin at 80 here. Let's see if we can get a 19 to 36. And we did not. That's a 10 black. So we'll go to 160 now. And let's see if we can get a 19 to 36 here. We'll still have a couple more chances after this one. And we did. We got it. That's a 33 black. So you can see by us starting with the 2-head start, it really helped us there, because if we didn't have that 2-head start, guess what? We would have been at 640 there, and we would have barely made it. And we're up 200 now. We're 14 minutes in. Let's go red for 10. We have 3 black numbers on the last 3 spins, and that's a 34 red. Okay, now let's go 1 to 18 for 10, and we're up to 10. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 35 black. And now we have a $20 bet on 1 to 18. And here we go. That's a 0. So again, I do not increase the bets when I hit 0. So I'm going to leave it the same on 1 to 18. It might cost me $10, but you know what? It gives me the peace of mind of knowing if I do ever bust on this, it won't be because there was a 0 in there. And we're up 200, and let's spin without betting, get that 0 out of the way. And actually, we're just now running out of time. So, and there's another one. So that saved us there. If you guys saw that, that saved us from sitting out there, saved us from losing. So we're up $200 with the original Play Like a Pro system. Now it is time for Lee's new Play Like a Pro system that he says is better than the original. I can't wait to share it with you. Let's go ahead and get started and see if he can make more money than $200 in 15 minutes. All right, now it's time for Lee's new Play Like a Pro roulette system. He says this is a modification that's better than the original. I can't wait to see if it makes more money in 15 minutes. Once we place the bets, I'll set the timer and I'll show you all the differences between this and the original. So we have a bunch of black numbers there, so we're going to start with red. But actually, you know what? He says that he always prefers odd, even, 19 to 36, or 1 to 18 if you have the choice. So we do have the choice here. So we could go 1 to 18. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's place our bets, but switch it to $10 units. And so he says if you have the choice, he always goes 1 to 18, 19 to 36, odd, or even. I just started the timer. Let's go ahead and spin. I'll show you the differences in the progression and everything else you'll need to know with this system. So that's a 19 red. Okay, so we lost that one. The second bet will also be 1 to 18. And we're not going to just double. We're going to double and increase by a unit. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. And now we have a $30 bet. And that's a 32 red. And we lost. So after the first 2, we're going to switch back to 19 to 36. And we're going to go from 30 to 60, add a unit, that's $70. So here we go. So we're doubling and adding a unit, and there's a win. That's a 34 red. Fantastic. So now we have 2 high numbers, so we could go 1 to 18 again to start, but we'll go back to 10. We're up $30 already, and let's spin and see what we get here. That's a 5 red. And that's a win. So now we do need to go to black, and because we have all those reds in a row there, but he just prefers the other ones. Let's go ahead and spin with 10 on black, though, and I'll show you, and I need to also let you know how he goes back and forth with those bets. That's important, and that's a loss, so we'll double and then go up a unit. So now we have 30 total, and here we go. And that's a 0. Okay. So on his system, you do double on zeros and add a unit. So we're going to go now from 30 to 70. We double and add a unit. Here we go. And we won. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're up $70 already. And we need to spin without betting and get rid of that 0. So let's do that. That's a 31 black. So now we can start with even, because again, he prefers odd and even to black and red. So let's go even for 10. We're up 70, and let's spin. We're 2 minutes, 20 seconds in. Okay, that's a 33 black, and that's a loss. So we'll double and add a unit. Now we're at $30 on even. Now I'm going to share with you how he goes back and forth with the bets as we go through here. And that's a 35 black. That's a loss, so we're going to double and add a unit. 30 to 60, and then add a unit to 70. And here we go. And that's a 14 red. Okay, that's a win. So now we're already up $100. So this definitely makes money faster. And we need to spin without betting because we don't have 2 to bet against. So here we go. And that's a 20 black. Here we go. And now we have 2 evens in a row. Let's start with odd for 10. And we're up $100. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 36 red. Now we're going to double and add a unit. So from 10 to 30 on odd, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 6 black. So now we're going to double from 30 to 60 and add a unit. Now we're at 70 on odd. Here we go. That's an 8 black. So now we're going to double 70 to 140, add a unit to 150. And let's see if we can get an odd here. Okay, we got one. Fantastic. Okay, so need to make sure the bet progression on what that was right. Actually, I think I missed one there. So let me go over. We're up 140 now. I'm trying to get used to this progression here. We're going to do 19 to 36 for 10. But I'm sorry, it should have went 2 and then back the other way. So, and then it changes a little bit after that. So we got a win there. We're up 150, and I'll cover all of that as we go through. We'll be back at even now, and let's spin again. So it should go, on this, it should go even, even, and then odd, odd, after we, and there's a $10 loss, and I'll go over the rest here soon. We'll go from 10 to 30 on even, double and add a unit. And then after that, it's going to change as well. So I'll go over that as we go through here. That's a 31 black. We're going to, so we lost at 10, we lost at 30. And this is where I messed up before. Now it should go back to odd and for the next 2. So we were at 30, we're going to double to 60 and then go to 70. All right, here we go. And then that's a 32 red. That's a loss, so we'll double from 70 to 140 and then add a unit to 150. And here we go. That's a 16 red. Okay, so we went even, even, odd, odd after that initial loss. And then now we're going to go back to even. So you can see the last bet was 150, so we're going to double that to 300. And add a unit to 310. So we're on even for 310. Here we go. And we got it. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're up 200. So you can see we can make money faster with this one. Now we have 2 evens in a row. Let's start with odd for 10 and spin. So it's going to go the opposite after the first 2. And then it's going to do that one more time and then go... after that, it's just going to go one of each. So let's see what we had there. We bet $10 on that one. So now we're going to go from 10 to 30 and spin. Here we go. All right, that's a 35 black. Okay, we got the win. So we're up 220 now. Let's look for our next bet here. Again, Lee prefers 19 to 36, 1 to 18, even or odd. So let's go 1 to 18 on this one instead of red. And we'll start right there. Here we go. Okay, so that's a 28 black. That's a loss, so we will double and add a unit to 30. Again, we're only going to do 2 bets on 1 to 18. Then we're going to go to 19 to 36 for 2. Then repeat that, and then if that doesn't win, we're going to do 1 of each after that. So we're going to mix it up some. And we did win, though, so now we're going to go to odd for 10. We're up to 40. And here we go. That's an 8 black. Okay, that's a loss, so we'll go from 10 to 30. We'll double and add a unit. Okay, here we go. That's a 12 red. Okay, so we'll double to 60 and add a unit. Now we're at 70 on odd. We're 8 minutes and 5 seconds in. And that's a 20 black. So we'll double that to 1. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We need to switch from odd to even. So let me make sure we do that. And the last bet was 70, 150. So if you make a mistake, you just keep going and get back on track. But basically what Lee's doing is he is moving the bets around so that it's not all consistently the same thing. So let's do one more at even. We'll be at 310. And we'll be at 310 on even. And let's spin. Then we would go back to odd. And we got the win there. And we're up 290, and that's pretty awesome. We're only 9 minutes in, and let's go ahead and spin without betting. But either way, whether you mess one of them up and get back on track or not, the key is that Lee's not staying on the same bet for multiple times. He's mixing it up and moving it around, and that's one thing that's very different. So let's go 1 to 18 now for 10, and we're up 290. So again, if you start out and you make a mistake, just jump back on. But the key is that you're mixing it up. And there's a win there. So let's go to even for 10. The last two are odd. We're already up $300. So definitely making more money with this version, and we'll see if it continues to win. That's a win there. So let's spin without betting now. We don't have 2 to bet against. We're almost 10 minutes in out of 15. And that's a double zero. Okay, so we need to spin twice before we bet again. Get that zero out of there. And when you play this way, you can also do my version if you want to, which is to not double or not increase the bets after zeros. But let's see what we get here before we start the progression again. Let's go ahead and go odd for 10. The last two are even. We're up 310. We're 10 minutes, 25 seconds in. And that's a 29 black. Okay, that's a win. So now we can go, we'll actually need to go red now. Again, Lee doesn't prefer using red or black, but if you have to, you will, and if there's nothing else. So let's go red for 10. We're almost 11 minutes in out of 15. That's a 16 red. So that's a win there. So that did okay for us. Now let's spin again because we don't have 2 to bet against and see what we get here. Okay, that's a 1 red. Okay, so now we can go 19 to 36 to start instead of black because again he prefers those. And here we go. Let's spin and let's see what we get here. And that is a 9 red. That's a loss. So we will go from 10 to 30. And then if we lose this one, then we will go back to 1 to 18. And we did lose that one. So now we'll double and add a unit. Now we'll be at 70 on 1 to 18. So we're moving it around is the key. And here we go. And we got it. So moving it around worked on that one for sure. And then we would have done another one at 1 to 18. Then after he does back and forth twice with 2 each, then he does 1 each and then goes back to 2 each. So, but again, the key is that you're mixing it up, not doing the same thing. You're moving it around. And we're up 360. We're 12 minutes in. Let's go 19 to 36 for 10. And here we go. That's a 23 red. That's a win. So we're up $370. Let's go to black for 10 and spin. Here we go. So we don't have any options for odd and even or the other one. So or 19 to 36 or 1 to 18. So we'll go to 30 on black. That's doubling and adding a unit. And then if we lose this one, we'll go to red for 2. And that's a 4 black. That is a win. So you can see we're making money faster with this version. We're up 390. We're almost 13 minutes in. We need to spin without betting because we don't have 2 to bet against. Here we go. That is a 28 black. And now we can go odd for 10. So the last 2 are even. You could also go red, but again, Lee prefers odd and even. That is a 3 red, and that's a win. So now we're at $400 already. Wow. Boy, that's adding up quick. And we're 3 minutes, 22 seconds in out of 15. That's a 36 red. And we're going to need to go black for 10. So you only use those if they're the only one. And that is a 19 red. So we will double and add a unit. So now we'll have a $30 bet on black. And then if we lose this, we'll move back to red. And that's a loss there. That's an 18 red. So we'll double and go back to red, double and add a unit. And now we have a $70 total bet. We have a minute left here. So here we go. And that's a 25 red. Okay, so we're up $430 with this new system. And it looks like we need to go, black would be the only one we could start with here. So let's go black for 10. And there's a bunch of red numbers there in a row now. And that's a loss, so we will double and add a unit. So now we'll be at 30 on black. Let's see what we get here. And that's another loss, so we're going to go back to red. And then we'll double and add a unit. So we'll be 70 on red. Here we go. And we got it. Fantastic. So mixing it up has been helping. And we're up 460 now. And we'd have to start on black for 10. But actually, we just ran out of time. So that's our 15 minutes. And Lee's new Play Like a Pro version did make a lot more money. We made $200 with the original Play Like a Pro. And this version here made $460, so more than double. And let me know what you guys think after you test it out. Let me know if you think that this version is better, or if it also let me know if you think this version is more subject to risk. So I would love to hear from everyone as always. And if you're enjoying the content, please share and please subscribe to the channel. I love that this community keeps growing, and I love the people in it. So so please subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and join this great community. And hope you like today's roulette system by Lee. But let me know as always down in the comments. And if you want to share a system of yours, go to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com and leave it there, and let me know who you'd like your system to go up against in a head-to-head matchup. And I think that's a lot of fun. So go ahead and leave that again. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And boy, that was that system did really well today, and that's exciting. So this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everyone.